Soni, Assistant Professor, Department of Quality Assurance at LG Institute of Pharmacy. I welcome you all on e-lecture series of Pharma Ignite. Pharma Ignite is official YouTube channel of LG Institute of Pharmacy. In previous session, we have discussed introductory part of validation and qualification. Today, we will discuss about process validation in detail. First of all, what is validation? As I said earlier, it is the establishing documented evidence which provides high degree of assurance that specific process, procedure and the activity carried out in the testing, and then production maintains desired level of compliance at all stages. Means at all stages the desired compliance of the product is maintained. Validation is the key process for effective quality assurance, and its simple meaning is action of proving. Means we are proving that the product is, or the manufactured product is higher in the quality, or the quality is maintained by the particular company. There is a various validations like analytical method validation, process validation, equipment validation, cleaning validation, calibration and the raw material validation. So these are the main 6 type of validation, but today we will discuss about process validation. First of all, process validation means validation of process by which process the product is manufactured. So that particular process should be verified or should be validated. So it is defined as the documented evidence or documented program which provides high degree of assurance that the specific process will consistently produce a product meeting its predetermined specifications and the quality characteristics. Means when the plan of the product is mentioned, so the predetermined specification and quality characteristics are already exist. So the manufactured product will consistently produce with meeting its predetermined specifications, and the quality should be maintained. So the effective process validation contributes significantly to assuring the drug quality. The basic principle of this quality assurance is that drug should be produced that it fits for the intended use. This principle incorporates the understanding that the following conditions like quality, safety, efficacy are designed or built into the product. These 3 are mainly important, like quality, safety and efficacy of drug. It should be maintained, and the quality cannot be adequately assured merely by in-process and the finished product inspection or testing. The major goal is to create robust manufacturing. Means every time the manufactured product should be remain same. So the goal is to create robust manufacturing process that consistently produce a drug product with minimal variation, that adheres the quality criteria of purity, identity and the potency. So the purity, identity and potency should be remain same to entire the manufacturing process. The guideline on general principles of the process validation mention 4 main types of validation: prospective validation, retrospective validation, concurrent validation and revalidation. Prospective validation is also called as pre-market validation also. Here prospective validation and concurrent validation, these 2 are experimental approach, and the retrospective validation is the analysis of previous data, means historical data analysis, and the revalidation includes periodic revalidation and revalidation on after changes. So this 4 are bifurcated by this phenomena. Prospective validation and concurrent validation is the experimental approach, means these 2 are experimental approach. Retrospective validation comes under the historical data analysis, and the revalidation by periodic revalidation, and the revalidation on after changes, means if any change control or any change procedure arise, revalidation should be there. First, prospective validation. in that the validation protocol is executed before the process is put into the commercial use. Means before the process comes under the commercial use, prospective validation should be done. This approach to validation is normally undertaken whenever the process for new formula or within the new facility must be validated before routine pharmaceutical production. In fact, validation of process by this approach often leads to transfer of the manufacturing process from the development function to production. During the product development phase, the production process should be broken down into the individual steps. So, when production process is commercialized, before commercialization, the prospective validation should be done. Each step should be evaluated based on the experience and theoretical consideration to determine the critical parameters. Means in every process there is a critical parameter. So it should be evaluated based on the experience and theoretical considerations. Which affect the quality of finished product. Means if any technical issues or any experimental issues arise, it will directly leads to the it directly leads to the quality of finished product. A series of experiments should be designed to determine the criticality of these factors. Each experiment should be planned and documented fully in the authorized protocol. By using this process, a series of batches should be produced. Means before the process comes into the market or comes into the industry, the defined process, a series of batches should be produced, and the observation made should be sufficient to allow the normal extent of variation and tends to be established to provide sufficient data for the evaluations. Upon the completion of the review, the recommendation should be made on the extent of monitoring and the in-process control necessary for the routine production. In general, consider it acceptable that 3 consecutive batches within the finally agreed parameters giving the product of desired quality would constitute a proper validation of the process. During this step, the input resources are selected and clearly specified, like material specification, equipment and process parameters, operating conditions, and level of training of people can also be defined. So this should be properly recorded. Next, that is retrospective validation. In the many establishment, process that are stable and for routine use have not undergone a formally documented validation process. Historical data may be utilized to provide necessary documentary evidences that the process are validated. Retrospective validation is only acceptable for well-established detailed process that include operational limits for each critical step of the process, and will be inappropriate where there have been recent changes in the formulation of the product or operating procedures, equipment and facility. Means any changes arises during the experiment or during the process, the retrospective validation should be there. So it is only acceptable for well established detailed processes. It is generally considered acceptable that 3 consecutive batches within the finally agreed parameters giving the product of desired quality would constitute a proper validation of this process. This approach is rarely been used today because it's very unlikely that any existing product hasn't been subjected to the prospective validation process. It is used only the audit of the validated process. Means fully documents are required for the retrospective validation. The source of data for retrospective validation should include amongst others like batch documents, process control parts, process control charts, maintenance logbooks, finished product test results, stability results. Means all kind of data, reports and results should require for the retrospective validation. For the purpose of retrospective validation study, it is considered acceptable the data from the minimum of the 10 consecutive batches produced be utilized. When less than 10 batches are available, it is considered that the data are not sufficient to demonstrate retrospectively that is the process is fully under control. In such cases, the study should be supplemented with data generated with the concurrent validation. In the case of concurrent validation is used for establishing documented evidence that a facility and the process do what they purport to do. Based on the information generated during actual imputation of the process, and this approach involves monitoring of critical processing steps and end product testing of current production to show that the manufacturing process is in the state of control. So this kind of process under the concurrent validation. In using this approach, there is always the risk of having modified process parameters or specifications over a period. So, in this situation, often leads to questions regarding deposition of the batches that had already been released for sale, subsequently known to have undesired quality characteristics. Revalidation, in that repeating the original validation efforts of any part of and include investigation review of existing performance data, means already existing data should be revalidated. So in that case, revalidation should be performed. This approach is essential to maintain the validated status of the plant, equipment, manufacturing process and the computer system. It provides the evidence that the changes in process or the process environment that are introduced do not adversely affect process characteristics and the product quality. These are the these are the reference book for proper understanding of validation process, like Jane N.K. Pharmaceutical Product Development by Jane N.K. and the Pharmaceutical Process Validation by Nash R.A. US guideline is also important. For the proper understanding of validation process, you should refer US FDA guideline, GMP guideline for that. Thank you for watching me.